So this session is all about jobs, top jobs that were posted in the past week. And actually, I know that not all of you are subscribed to our newsletter. Today we're gonna go over a few newsletters that we send out this week, and I'll just show you that we are pulling out the best jobs that are posted within 2-3 days in our Discord, and we put it right into the newsletter. This is the easiest and the best way to get top jobs in different fields: community management, marketing, developing, business development, and internships. If you want to get the top ones, it's always better to be subscribed to our newsletter. Before we dive in, let me make a few announcements. So we are hosting a lot of great job fairs that are starting in end of March. We're going to IWB, which is going to be our first one. Then we're going to go to Atlanta. There's going to be an awesome Web3 conference. And then we're going to go to NFT Miami. So guys, if you are in DC, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Miami, please send me a DM. Let's make sure that we meet, any place, and go grab a cup of coffee or something. And, I can review your resume, help you out with any questions you have in terms of hiring, where to look for jobs, and so on. So, yeah, let's dive into it. I know that a lot of our, many people from our community are interested in community mod roles. That's why I will try to focus more on community mod roles specifically that are remote and that are fully remote without restrictions to a specific country, because I know that a lot of people are scared when they see that there is a restriction, for example, to the US. But I'll show you a good example today, that if you see on top that there is a restriction to, let's say, only Miami, that you can apply there. Just make sure that you read the entire description of the role, and then you will see, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the first role that I want to cover is from Super Rare Labs. It's brand marketing and social media manager. Great role if you're interested in marketing and, brand marketing the product to audience, as well as, managing the social media. As a community manager, you're doing a lot of social media marketing, a lot of engagement, and trying to move the product forward by helping people within the community as well as helping market it. Igor, what do you think? Your microphone is switched off, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're right. As a community manager or moderator, your job is to manage communities from across different social media. It could be on Discord, it could be on Twitter, it could be some communities are even hosted on Reddit these days. So that's basically it now. But Alex, I can't see your screen. Are you sharing your screen right now?
I am. Wait, give me 1 second. That is
Yeah.
just 1 second. Can you see it now? Oh, you can see my screen? Your microphone is switched off.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see your screen. But
Awesome.
can you still see me?
I can still see you, yeah.
Still see me? All right.
Okay, awesome.
It's kind of okay. I have to
Um,
zoom it.
if you want, I can try to make it bigger. Just give me 1 second. What's interesting,
Okay.
it doesn't want to become bigger. So, but let me just cover. So, what you will need in order to be successful for this role, they're asking for 4+ years of marketing brand growth experience and history of success building and scaling a product. Whenever I see, 4+ years, 5+ years, 10+ years, from my experience as a hiring manager, was a hiring manager in Web3 for probably say like 3 years now. Don't pay very close attention to how many years they're asking, because most of the time when they're asking for 4 years, 2 years, most of the time will be sufficient if you have 2 years of actual hands-on experience in Web3. For example, here marketing brand growth, that should be fine. So don't think that you're disqualified just because you have less experience. Always try to apply, make sure you have a great portfolio, make sure you can showcase, specifically if you're doing marketing, use numbers. Make sure you use numbers, show how much you were able to grow the community, what is the reach, and so on. If you use some type of advertisements, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. Make sure to include it there too, and some analytics of how well they performed, how did you set them up, and so on. So yeah, this one is a completely remote job, and if you guys are interested, after this call, Yugochi will post all of the links to all of the jobs that I'm going to be showcasing in the general chat channel. So in terms of compensation, I love when they actually put how much they're going to be paying. So they're paying compensation up to $130,000 per year, which is, I mean, it's a great salary, very good. So if you guys have this skill set, I would recommend applying here. It's a good opportunity. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Concept Labs, Content Manager. Content Manager, again, very similar to Community Manager, because most of the time Content Manager and Community Manager, they will work together to make sure that their audience are getting all the right content. So for this role, this role I wanted to highlight because here they're asking for 7+ years of experience as a content manager. 7+ years of experience as developing content for social media. I mean, I guess if they were asking for your experience from Web 2 and then plus Web 3, maybe, you're probably going to have 7+ years. But if you're just, working Web 3, I'm pretty sure, there's not so many people that are going to have specific Web 3 marketing experience, content management experience, specifically in Web 3 for 7 years. So here, again, I would also say that since this is a Web 3 company, even if you have, let's say, 3 years of experience, I would apply, because if they will see that you have solid 3 years of experience in content management, in developing content for social media, specifically in Web3, if you have this solid experience, I'm pretty sure they will seriously consider your application, because Web 2, social media marketing, that's great, but still Web 3 is a little bit different. The audience is different. That's why catering to Web 3 audience it's much different, let's put it this way, than to Web 2. So yeah, 3 years of solid experience in Web 3 would probably, do the 7+ years of what they're asking here. Okay. And also, good base range for salary, 110,000 to 150,000. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a fully remote job, so you can be anywhere you want, and you can work from any part of the world. Yugochi, any comments about this position? Any questions?
I kind of have some questions there.
Mm-hmm.
This role now,
Mm-hmm.
how, like, if for instance I'm a Web3 content creator,
Mm-hmm.
how do I know that this role is for me? Because based on the responsibilities here, I don't really see any requirements for someone who is in Web3 here.
Yeah.
It's just basically Web2 skills, 7 years experience in creating content. I know that yes, this I just lost you there.
Yeah.
This could be, I know this could be a Web3 company, but this role, the responsibility stated here, it's
Web 2.
Bro, if I were to be a Web3 content creator and I see a job like this, to be honest with you, Alex,
You would pass.
I'll just feel that it's not for me.
Yeah.
Based on the responsibilities here.
I think you made a great point, because I think the person that was writing this role, the hiring manager specifically for this unit, is a very Web 2 person, probably doesn't have much experience in Web 3, but I know that this is a Web 3 company and that they're building a great product. So, in other words, maybe, well, again, I'm pretty sure that if you're going to be talking to this hiring manager, hopefully by that time they will have a better picture of what specifically Web3 content creators should do. Because yeah, I do agree that everything here is more about Web 2, but again, develop content. To make it Web 3, all you have to do is just add, crypto Twitter, Discord, moderating Discord, creating content specifically for Discord. But you know what I usually do. So if I just want to see, let's see, Web 3, what keywords they have for this role. Crypto, no. Chain. Interesting, because I do know that they are developing stuff in Web3, but this specific role for some reason doesn't even have any of the Web3 keywords. So I guess that's enough. Let's go to the next one, which is 100% Web3 NFT community manager at Club Rare. And this one, the role that I wanted to talk to you, because most people will see Miami, Florida, United States, and they will just skip it. Because if they're not in the US, this is the biggest obstacle, that you have to be specifically located in Miami, Florida. But don't make your decision so fast. If you're gonna scroll down, and I just want to make sure that people will always, try to read the job description to the end. So we are a all remote company, but prefer that you have availability during QS work hours, PST, CT, EST, to facilitate better collaboration with your core team. So if you are okay working in the US time zone, from this bullet point, you can understand that you can be anywhere in the world as long as you're fine either going to bed late or waking up early. So yeah, don't disqualify the role just because on the top it says United States and Miami, San Francisco. Doesn't matter. Always try to go to the end. And again, NFT community manager, I think this is a great opportunity, and it doesn't matter where you're located. If you're okay with the time zones, apply. But let's dive a little bit deeper into it. So responsibilities. Okay, so this is super Web3. Manage Clubbear's Twitter, Discord, and Telegram communities, and deliver high quality content to promote NFT drops or any platform updates, with the objective of building Clubbear's presence in the US and globally. And here again, globally. So let's say you are located in, for instance, Nigeria. You can, one of your selling points here would be, you can say, I can do a great promotion of NFT drops, of different platform updates, and just in general of Club Rare, specifically in Nigeria and nearby areas. I think this is a great selling point because people, just in general in Africa, Web3, NFTs, crypto, it's booming already probably for at least 2-3 years. Because when I was working on a crypto exchange before, I did see lots of people coming specifically from Africa, and actually a lot of people coming specifically from Nigeria. And this would be a great selling point if you're applying, because I'm pretty sure that Club Rare does not have a big community down in Africa and Nigeria, for example, if talking about Nigeria. So design campaigns and drive users' growth and engagement. So for this bullet point, if you're applying, I would suggest having some type of portfolio which will showcase, if you have experience as a community mod, show how well you performed. Try to show some metrics, numbers. So let's say once you become a community mod, you were able to grow the community by, X10, for instance, from 1,000 to 10,000, as an example. Or, you were able to respond to people within, I don't know, a couple minutes, to, especially if it's a very busy server, responding to everyone, solving the issues, opening tickets if that's applicable, answering to DMs if people are shy to, let's say something in Discord, and so on. So always try to put numbers towards anything that you have inside your portfolio. Requirements. So again, this one, 3+ years. I think this is more realistic when we're talking about Web3. So minimum 3+ years as a community manager or similar role. Knowledge and experience in community building. For this role, I would say if you have at least 1.5 to 2 years, I would suggest applying. The worst that can happen to you, you can get rejected, but this is the worst. Give me 1 second. Wait. Oh, something happened to Iguchi. Okay, I guess she'll be back. So, in other words, apply. Always apply. In the worst case scenario, either you'll get rejected or you're gonna go to an interview which might not turn out as well, just because you might have a little bit not as much knowledge as they want you. But again, there's no bad interviews. Any interview that you attend will help you grow and become better at passing the interviews, because this is all experience and there's no bad experience. Passionate about NFTs and metaverse. Awesome. Let's see if they have I don't think they have the salary range for this job. Let me see. Yeah, they did not include the salary range, but Clubber, I mean, it's a good company. You can always, I mean, you can apply, and I'm pretty sure the salary range will be adequate. And now what I wanted to show you guys is our newsletters. Our newsletters are great, specifically if you want to get great jobs delivered to your inbox 3 times a week. So they look like this. We always have one of our YouTube videos, the latest release, in the beginning of the newsletter, and then we have this great section where you can see great opportunities, top jobs that were posted within the time period. Usually it's about 2 days. So we have community and marketing, we have developer and technical, great jobs, great opportunities. All of them are verified by us before posting them into either our Discord channel or into our newsletter. Business and products, internships. Most of the time, we have the same categories, but sometimes we might focus more on community mods or focus more on business development or, let's say, software engineers Rust. Yeah, so and also we have internships. Internships are great. If you are new to Web3 and you are looking for a first position, I would highly suggest also trying to apply for internships. Don't think that internships are always free. Many times they will pay you, maybe not as much as a full-time position, but at least something, and you're gonna get great experience and possibility of actually getting a job in that company. Make sure you like the company. But even if you are just like you want to try, Web3, for example, here NFT, okay, that's more for developers. Social content designer. Okay, awesome. You're back. Let me
Hey
just.
guys, sorry, I got locked out for a while.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Happens.
Alright.
Yeah. So we're going to go over our newsletter, and I'm saying that a great way to enter Web3, especially if you are just looking for the first job, is to try an internship. Internships will help you get inside the company, and, for example, marketing intern. If you want to work in ETH Global, try to apply for marketing intern. Have this internship for like 2-3 months. If you do well, they'll probably offer you a full-time position after the internship. If they don't, you're gonna have this experience which you'll put in your resume, and it's gonna be easier to find the next opportunity. So don't just miss the internships. Yeah, so here we also have a small section for news, which we try to pick the top news over again this couple days. Um, oh, and also, this is a great way to get some Metaintro swag, and we have some awesome swag. We have t-shirts. We even have a candle that smells like Metaverse, which is handcrafted by Metaintro, and it's simply awesome. So, and also we have a Metaintro mug, which changes color when you pour hot water inside. It's awesome. So all you have to do is just refer your friends, and the first prize is a pack of stickers, which will be mailed to you. So yeah, it's right here. Referral program works great. And we have already a few people that got their first swags. And yeah, here just a couple of our podcasts, and also a great podcast that we recommend from one of our community members. Yeah, and guys, now we have a small Q&A session. Don't be shy. You can switch on your microphone. Let's talk about Web3. Any questions about job search or anything related to just in general Web3? I'll be happy to answer.
Hi guys,
Hey,
I have a question, of course.
sure.
I think with the previous job that you had up, um,
Are you talking
what,
about this one?
yeah, is it this one? Yeah, I think this one. They were talking about, I think they're requiring you to have some experience with Telegram, for example.
Um, yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just scroll up into. Wait, it was in yeah, right here. So responsibilities, manage Clubbear's Twitter, Discord, Telegram communities.
Right. So, I mean, because I've been applying for jobs
Hmm.
for quite some time, and people tell you you don't have to have like all the requirements that they're looking for. Is that something that, like for me, for example, if I were to apply for a job, I have no experience managing a Telegram community, but I do have experience as a moderator for Twitter and Discord. Should I still apply to a job like this if I have no experience in Telegram?
100%. I would say 100% apply. And even during the interview, you can be honest. You can say, I have great experience in Twitter and Discord. Telegram, not as much, but I'm willing to learn. And you can also say, currently again, maybe doing a course for Telegram, how to manage Telegram communities, which is a great plus. But always try to be honest. And, managing, if you know how to manage Discord, you will know how to manage Telegram. I can just tell you right off, because Telegram is more simple than Discord. The functionality is simpler.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, Igor.
It's pretty much a messaging app that, because I use Telegram, but I've never managed a community in Telegram before.
Yeah, and again, like I said, this is not an issue at all. So you have more than half of what they're asking. So if you don't have experience specifically in Telegram, but you have experience in Twitter and Discord, I would 100% apply. Just apply. You will learn it either, during for example, if you're gonna get the first interview, you can start learning how it works. So you're gonna have at least some understanding of how to manage Telegram community. But again, managing Telegram community, I was managing a few Telegram communities in the past, and I can tell you, it's very simple. It's much easier than Discord. Just there's less functionality. There's less things that you can do. Everything is most of the time just in one channel, and you just answer to people. You reply to them. You help them out, but that's pretty much it.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you for your question. I really appreciate it too. Yeah. So guys, just always. I mean, the job market is tough right now. I know that. And I suggest, even if you don't have something, apply. It's not gonna hurt. In the worst case scenario, again, you will get rejected, but getting rejected is not the end of the world. You tried. That's what matters. And then from each rejection, I would suggest. So, for example, let's say you went into an interview. You got rejected during the first interview, or you didn't even get to the interview. Always try to analyze what happened, why you were not successful when you applied there. Maybe your resume, was missing something specifically, that was supposed to cater to this application. Or maybe your cover letter wasn't as good. That's specific. I mean, when I'm talking about resume and cover letter, that's if you get rejected before the interview. If you got into the interview, try to, if you get rejected, for example, you never hear back from them, or doesn't even matter. So once you finish your first interview, always try to sit down and analyze. How did you do? What can you improve? What can you do better for the next interview? Because having, this first interview will also give you a sense of understanding if you did enough due diligence about the company, if you did enough research about what their products are, because they will ask you about the products, what they do and such. Also, with each interview, you will be prepared better and better for the upcoming ones. So always try to analyze and see how you can improve yourself. Even if the interview went super good, analyze and try to, make the next one even better. So this is my suggestion, just kind of in general for applications. Guys, I would love to answer more questions. Does anyone have any questions that you would like to ask? And maybe this will help. I have experience in customer success. I was managing customer success units. I was managing in crypto. I was managing growth units. I was managing account managers, KYC department. If maybe I can help you with anything, answer questions, I would love to.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about excuse me, internships.
Yeah.
Before, I never really took internships on because for me, let's see, I have 10 plus years in journalism background. I have almost 6 years in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And I always approach internships as something for those that are now starting out in the job world and whatnot. Do you think I should still apply given all of my years of experience?
It depends, and I can explain why. It depends because if you are, let's say, all of your experiences in Web 2 and you're trying to get into Web 3 and you're trying to do something different from, what is your experience. So your experience is in journalism. Let's say you're trying to go into marketing, social media marketing, for instance. Even though, you will have some connections because you still need to write, well, again, most of the time you're probably going to have to write some articles and also to make sure that, for social media. In this case, I would suggest yes, taking an internship will not hurt. Taking an internship specifically for, let's say you want to get into, let's just use Collaborator as an example, and they have an internship for social media marketing, and you want to get into social media marketing. I would suggest, because you don't have, specific experience in social media marketing, I would suggest taking an internship and learning more about, what they expect from social media marketing. And then, after doing the internship for 2-3 months, that's usually how long they are, you're going to have higher chances of getting the full-time position with them. And also you're going to have a chance to see if you like the company and how they work.
Okay, noted. Thank you very much.
Sure. And also, even if you are, let's say, social media marketing, let's say in Collaborator, and then you decide to change to let's say you get laid off from Collaborator and you're trying to get into Binance, social media marketing. The downside in general, when you're switching jobs quite often, doesn't matter if it's marketing, if it's business development, they will try to teach you from scratch, regardless of your experience, because they have their own procedures, they have their own way of doing things. But your base knowledge will help you adapt faster to to their way of working. And that's what you're gonna see across the board, and people that have many years of experience. Let's say 2 years of experience in one company, 3 years of experience in another company. It's specifically if you're working in the same field, you probably notice that many times you would see that when you're coming to a new company, they're trying to teach you their way of doing things. So that's why, having experience, doing an internship will help you learn faster and easier of how they want the things to be done, and you will not make mistakes than getting a full-time position right away. Yugochi, anything you want to share?
I think you basically covered everything. But she said that she has experience in journalism, right?
Yeah.
Correct. I couldn't hear her well. All right, but I don't know if there are actually internship rules in Web3 for journalism.
What do you mean by rules? You mean roles?
Like internship,
roles.
internship rules, yeah.
What actual? Well, it depends.
Nothing.
No, it depends, because, for instance, if you're gonna if you're gonna search through CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, for instance, they will have this type of positions. So if you're gonna go into Web3 news channels, portals, you will see that they will have. They will definitely have like a journalist role. That's for sure, because that's how they're developing their articles. And even what is close to journalism, I would probably say in writing, content writing. Content writing is similar. If you're a good journalist, you will be able to write great articles, or great content articles for a product, a company, and so on. So yeah. Guys, any other questions? Because we're almost running out of time. But I would love if anybody have 1-2 more questions. I would love to answer. Okay, it seems to me that we are done for today. Guys, thank you so much for joining. This was our kind of test run of running live streams directly from Discord. And this live stream will be on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, so you'll be able to see it there. And right now I'm going to send all of the links that I covered during this live stream to Yugochi, and she'll post them in general chat channel. Check them out, apply, and I would just want to wish everyone good luck in finding your next Web3 opportunity, maybe your first Web3 opportunity. And if you're going to have any questions, anything that I can be helpful to you, please DM me in Discord. Yeah, you'll see my Discord handle. I'll be happy to help you with your resume, cover letter, or any just questions about applying. Not sure about something, feel free to just message me, and I'll be happy to help you. Okay, guys, thank you so much one more time for joining. You have a
Thank you, guys.
have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, because people are located all over the place. Yeah. Okay. See you guys. Thank you one more time. Bye bye.